morning, students. I am A. Edilarasi, Maths teacher. Today we are going to see about geometry of chapter 7. Shall we start? Yes. Geometry. What do you mean by geometry? Geometry is a study of different types of lines, shapes and angles. You are going to see some different varieties in lines, shapes and angles. You all know what are the lines, shapes and angles. You have come across in 3rd standard and 2nd standard. Now we are going for the generalized chapter. Okay, well? So let's learn about some basics of geometry here. Right. What do you mean by geometry? From geometry means we learn about some shapes, lines and okay. First, point. What do you mean by a point? A point is nothing but a location. You represent a point by simply dot like this. Okay, one like this we represent. So a dot represents a point. It represents the location. A point is nothing but a location in a plane or space. A point is nothing but a location in a plane or a space. Yes, repeat after me. A point is nothing but a location, exact location. A point is an exact location in a plane or space. Right? It has no length, breadth. Point has no length and breadth. We represent a point with means of a capital letter. Some A, B, C, D, P, any letter you can use. Here they are represent P, M and Q. So P, M and Q are points. Next one is line segment. What do you mean by line segment? You have pointed 2 points A and B on a sheet of paper and name as A. You have named A and B. So join these 2 points using a ruler. Like this. Okay, wow. The figure show obtained is called a line segment. So this figure AB is called as a line segment. A line segment has 2 end points. It has 2 end points A and B. It is named by end points as line segment AB and denoted by AB, the whole bar. There is no direction here. There is no end. There is a end point. A and B. A denotes the fixed point, origin point, and B denotes the fixed point, end point. Okay, wow. So both A and B are fixed, right? So this is the line segment, right? There is no direction here, right? Next, line. A line segment extended on both sides without an end is called a line. So denoting a line segment. This line segment on both sides. Line segment extended. You are extending this line segment on both sides like this. You are extending, right? So you are extending the line segment on both sides without an end. It has no end. It is moving like this. It has no ends. Both the side it is moving. Right? So it has no end. Without an end is called a line. A line has no end point. So underline the word. The line has no end points. A line is denoted by taking any 2 points on it. Okay. So in between the line you can take any 2 points. Okay, any 2 points on it. So for denoting it, suppose I am taking P and Q, right? So I denote this line as P and Q. For example, the line, here is a line. To name this line, I am putting A and B. Here is a line segment, right? I am putting A and B here, right? So generally, we use the the word line for a straight line, right? So here AB, here AB, the whole bar with the direction is called a line. So lines, straight line, it can be a vertical line or a horizontal line. Like this also we can draw the line, right? Like this also we can draw, like this also we can draw, like this also we can draw. So depending upon the direction of the line, we are naming them as, so this is a vertical line, this is a horizontal line, this is a slanting line, right? So there are three types of lines here. So one is vertical, horizontal or slanting. Right. Next, as we have stated, vertical line, horizontal line and a slanting line. Right. So next one is ray. What do you mean ray? A ray is a straight line that has one end point. It has one end point. It is a straight path. A ray is nothing but a straight path that has one end point and goes on and on in one direction. So with this the origin point, I am moving like this. I am moving like this. This is a ray. So moves in this direction, moves in this direction. This is a ray. So I can move like this also in a straight line also, like this also, right? Like this also, it will be a straight line. I can move anywhere. Okay. So these are all called rays. Yeah. So you can, in science we have come across the sun's rays. So you have studied sun's rays, like a torch light. In torch light you have seen many lines are coming here. Here you see many lines are coming out. These are the rays from the torch light. So you are denoting one such ray. You are denoting one such ray AB here, right? So there are many lines coming out of the rays. You are denoting one such ray. Okay. So AB is a ray, right? So it has only one origin point, okay, and another point is moving. Right hand side is moving. So it does not stop at a point B. We name that the given ray AB as ray AB. Ray AB, where the first letter is always the end point. So A is the end point. A is the end points. The symbol arrow mark shows that the ray has a fixed end point and extends to forever in the other direction. So from this point A, it is moving. It just moving in the direction of B. In the direction of B. That is the ray. The ray of a light or a torch, from a torch, and the rays of the sun are the most common examples of the ray. Right? So here PQ represent the ray of this torchlight, where P is the fixed point and Q is the moving point. It moves along the direction of Q. Right. Next, a plane. A plane is a flat surface. A plane is a flat surface. So you see this a board. This board is a plane. This board is a plane. Whatever you are viewing, this is a plane. A plane means one that goes on and on, okay, in all direction without an end. Without an end. Usually the points and lines lie on the plane. So in a plane, this is a plane. Here we can put many number of points. Here we can draw any number of lines like this, like this, like this, like this. So a point and lines lies on this plane. A plane can be named by using any 3 points on it. Okay, so any 3 point can be used to represent a plane. Here they are representing P, Q and R for a plane. So plane P, Q, R represent this plane. So the given figure shows a plane PQR. The order of the point doesn't not matter. You can state it as PQR or Q or P or R PQ. So all represent the same plane. So you can take in any order. This does not mean a matter. So plane is nothing but a flat surface. It consists of all the points, lines in it, right? Next one. Next, some representation of the plane surface from your everyday life. So in your everyday life, you are seeing the blackboard. In your classroom, you have seen a blackboard. So in the blackboard, you are writing some points, you are drawing some lines, you are drawing some figures. So that's blackboard is a best example for your plane. Next, you are watching TV, and the upper surface of the book and lower surface of the book and the side surface and this surface. So in a book there are 6 planes. Okay, upper side there are 2 sides, and upper and down, and above and below there are 6 planes are there in a book, right? Right. Next one we go to types of lines. Types of lines. What do you mean by a parallel lines? So if you take two lines, you can take any two lines and compare them, right? So for the lines to be parallel, if you are having two lines, we say that these two lines are parallel if they never meet. If they never meet and they lies on the same plane. The lines on the same plane that never meet, no matter how far they are extended. How far they are extended. This does not matter. They can travel long for long, right? So those two lines are called parallel lines. The next example is railway track. Have you seen the railway track? Yes. So the railway tracks are the best examples of the parallel lines, right? So they will never meet. See here, railway tracks will never meet. These two lines are said to be parallel lines, right? Right. Next, so we use the symbol. This like this for parallel. This symbol represents that is parallel to. Here we see XY is a line, XY is one line, and PQ is another line, right? These two lines are said to be parallel, They are in they are in the same plane, and they never meet each other, and they move in the same direction, right? So or in opposite direction, right? They move in the same plane without they meet. Therefore these two lines are called parallel lines, right? Here is another two lines, L, M and AB. Here we are using the slanting line. See, there we have used horizontal. Here we are used horizontal line. These two horizontal lines are parallel lines. Here we are using slanting lines. These two slanting lines are also an examples of parallel line. They never meet each other. Therefore, L, M and AB are parallel to each other. Next, see some examples are given there. Stumps of a wicket. You see these three lines are parallel. And the railway track, as I said earlier, two railway tracks, two rails of the line or lines of the rails or parallel lines. And zebra crossing. So this zebra crossing is a parallel lines, right? Right, very good. Next, intersecting line. The lines that cross each other. That suppose we are having, suppose we are having lines like this, right? The lines that cross each other, see here, it is crossing, okay? That cross each other is called a intersecting line. So you may have many lines like this, right? So it must cross each other, right? It must cross at a point. So this is a point, right? This is a point where they are crossing, right? So the lines that cross each other at a point are called intersecting lines. Next. Right. So the figure given alongside AB and CD intersect at a, so here AB is a line and DC is a line. It intersect at a P. It intersect at a P. Therefore, it is a intersecting lines. So AB and DC are intersecting lines. Here are some examples. The letter X, it intersect at a middle point. And the spokes of the bicycle wheel, see here, there are so many lines intersecting at the midpoint. So it is a intersecting lines. And you have come across the road that meets in a some point, right? That meets a point. So there are two roads meet and cross each other. See here, here one line, here one line. So it meets at the common point here, right? So it is a intersecting line, right? Next is a perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines means when two lines intersecting, you are taking a intersecting line. So it is always it should be a intersecting line meet to form a right angles. The condition is it should form a right angle. We are taking a intersecting line. Okay. Two intersecting line meets together to form a right angles like this. Right angles, right? So to form a right angles that are called perpendicular lines, right? It should be like this. See here, it should be like this. Therefore, it should meet them like that. Two lines intersect or meet together by means of a 90 degree, by means of the angle 90 degree, right? It should be perpendicular. It is called as a perpendicular lines, right? So they are indicated by the symbol perpendicular like this. This is the symbol for perpendicular, right? A square corner, right? Or a square corner, right? Usually we denote it by a perpendicular symbol like the inverted line, right? You should write like this, right? So AB is perpendicular to CD here. AB is perpendicular to CD, where so both AB and CD meet at O by means of 90 degree, right angles. Therefore, AB is perpendicular to CD. AB is perpendicular to CD, right? AB is here. AB is perpendicular to CD. Like this we can write, right? Next. So best example is L, the letter L. See here, the letter L. So it should cross like this. The angle between the straight line, vertical line and the horizontal line is 90 degree. Right? This is a perpendicular line. Next, measuring, how to measure a line segment. To measure a length of the line segment, we use the ruler. That is a scale. Right? That is a scale. How to measure a line AB. The steps are given. Suppose we are having a AB, the line segment AB. So you put for this AB, A is the initial point and B is the moving point. Okay, so first letter A is the initial point and B is the moving point. A is a keep the A point in the scale where 0 is representing in the scale, the origin point. In the scale, 0 is the origin point. So keep the 0 at the point of A and move the point B along the given centimeter through B. Yeah. And mark it as B. So B is the moving point with the fixed A. Right? Read the mark on the ruler at the other end of the line segment, that is B. So here B is at 5.5 centimeter. See, B is at 5.5 centimeter. Here you see, here is a 5 and here is a 6. Middle of 5 and 6 is 5.5. Right? So B is in the 5.5 centimeter from the point A. So the length of the line segment AB is 5.5 centimeter. Right. Next, drawing a line segment. How to draw a line segment? To draw a line segment of a given length, suppose say 6.8 here is given. We can take the following step. First, step number 1. Take a sheet of paper and mark a point, say A. You are first fixing A in a plain paper. Then keep the ruler, step number 2, place the ruler with its 0 on that point, on the point A. Right? Next, put your pencil at a point A and here you put the pencil, right? And drag your pencil to the and move the pencil to B, small division after 6. This gives a line segment AB to, and move the pencil to 6.8 here. 6.8 small division, 8 small division after 6. Okay, so the pencil moves to 6.8, that is here. Here is your 6 and here is your 7. In between 6.5 is there. This is 6.5. After 6.5 you move to 3 position, that is here. Sorry, that is here, right? So this is here. This is here 6.8, right? So you mark it as B. So this how we will draw the line segment, right? So AB is drawn like this only, right? So keep your scale on the point. First you fix your point A in a plain sheet. Then put your scale on the point A. So on the point A, you put your scale with the pointing 0 and drag the pencil to B where 6.8 is there. Here is 6.8. Right? Here is 6.8. So after 5, middle point is 5, this point is 5. So after this you are moving to after this you are moving to 6.8. 6.5 you are moving to 6.8. Right. So this is how you are measuring the line segment and drawing the line segment along with the help of scale or ruler, right? Next, an angle. An angle is a figure formed by two rays. So we can take two rays and let them meet in a common point. Let them meet in a common point, common end point. So an angle is nothing but two rays meeting at a common end point. An angle is nothing but two rays meeting at a common end point. The common end point is called a vertex. Vertex of the angle. And the two rays are called arms of the angle. Okay, so like this, right? So this is the common end point, and these lines are called arms of the angle, right? The common end point is called vertex. This is called vertex, and the arms, this one is the arms. Arms are called the two rays are called arms of the angle. So now we see some examples of angles. Angles formed by the table and its leg. See here, the table and its leg. There is a small angle, right? There is an angle here. Angle formed by the hour and a minute hand. So here is a small deviation, right? Therefore, there is an angle between the hour hand and the minute hand. Next, in scissor, there is a small angle here, right? The angle formed by the edges of the figure. So this one edge, this one vertex is meeting at some common point. So there is a small deviation here. That is the angle, right? So the symbol for the word angle is like this, right? So how to name an angle? You can name an angle in three ways, using three letters. So you can name them by using three letters. A point on one ray, vertex, and a point on the other ray as BAC and CAB or CAB, any direction. So here it should be A, and BC can be here or here, right? So it is BAC like this, right? Using only one letter name, that is, it represents this point only, no? This represents this point. So you are marking this angle only means you can represent that BA instead of BAC, you can represent it as angle A. So angle A also is the correct rotation of your angle, right? So writing a number or a small letter of the angle within the rays of the angle and naming the angle using this number. For example, here they have used 1. So they have used 1. 1 means not the value of the angle. It is the first angle, right? It is the first angle. Or like this, you can name it as BAC or angle CAB or simply angle A or by angle 1. That is first angle. This is the first angle like this. You can name them. Right. Next, so in angle there are two angles. One is interior and exterior of an angle. What do you mean by interior angle? The inside of an angle. That is the region between the two rays. Here one ray, here one ray. So in this portion, right? This portion is called the interior of these two rays. Right? This portion is called as the interior of this portion, and here rest of the portion outside the lines, outside the two rays, is called the exterior, right? So the inside of an angle, that is the region between the two rays, is called the interior of the angle. Point P is in the interior of angle BC. See here, point P is the interior of the angle ABC. So B is the angle here, right? So what what is the exterior? So in the point A, B, C, D and E are on the arms of the angle, and the points of the plane that do not lie on the arms in the interior of the angle lie on the exterior of the angle. You have seen the figure, no? The point Q and R are the exterior of the angle ABC. Here you see R. Q and R. So these 2 points are in the exterior of the angle ABC, right? So T is in the interior and Q and R is in the exterior. Now you say, yes, here is T, here is some X, right? Here some Z, right? So now you say which are all on the exterior and which are all on the interior. So interior, here exterior, right? If you take like this, what are all the points in the interior? P, Z are the interior. What are all the points in the exterior? Q, T, S, X and R. These are all on the exterior, right? Now you see, try out one in this chapter. Try out one. So write true or false. First question. The length of the line is measurable. Say true or false. The length of a line is measurable. Can you measure the line? Can you able to measure the line? Say true or false. So now only I have shown how to measure a line by means of scale. You have seen, no? So you can measure a line segment. But we can't measure the line because it has no end point. There is no end point. Therefore, the line of a line cannot be measurable. Line segment can be measurable. Therefore, it is false. First one is false. Next, a plane has no thickness. So a plane, this is a plane. There is no thickness, isn't so? So there is no thickness. Therefore, it is true. Okay. Next, vertical lines or intersecting line. So every vertical line is an intersecting line? No, never. Therefore, it is false statement. Right? Next. So these are all vertical lines. They never intersect each other, right? A point is used to denote the exact location of a place. Right? Yeah. You see, this is the Indian map. You mark this place as a Chennai, right? Here is our Senji, right? In between it is Pondicherry. Like this you are marking, no? You are saying the location of the place. Therefore, we can use a point to locate a place. Location means a point, I have already stated. Therefore, it is a true statement. Right. Next, name the given figures using the symbols. So you see, there are so many figures are given. Out of the figures, if you are going to state the names, simply you are going to name. Right. The first figure A. So here, what does the A represent? See here A and B is a point, and both sides they are denoted by means of arrow mark. Arrow mark you put means it both side it is moving, I got told. So if you put arrow mark means both side it is moving. Both side moving means it is definitely a line. So A represent a line AB. So how to represent the line AB? We put AB and put a arrow mark in both sides, right? Next you see B. What is B? So there is no arrow mark in both sides. There is no arrow mark in both sides. Therefore it is a line segment. It is a line segment. So how to represent this? RS. So there is no arrow mark, right? Next is C. What do you mean by C? So there is one end point and one moving point. Therefore it is a, yes, this, it is a ray. So PQ is a ray. PQ is a ray. One side arrow mark should be there, right? Next D. D, here one fixed point and this side it is moving. Therefore it is again a ray. It is a ray. Here Q to T. Q to T it is moving. Therefore it should moving from Q to T. Right. Next, here X and Y are the points. It has two arrow marks in both sides. Therefore it is a line. It is a line. So both side it is moving. Therefore put two side arrow mark, right? Next, what is CD? Here is no arrow mark. Both sides there is no arrow mark. Therefore it is a line segment. It is a line segment. So you simply write CD and a line. That's all. Line segment. CD is a line segment. Very good. Next, third question. Identify horizontal, vertical and slanting line in the following image. Also write any two pairs of intersecting line and perpendicular line and parallel line. So what do you mean by horizontal line? Horizontal line is like this. So this is a horizontal line. This is a horizontal line. And this is a vertical line, right? And this is a slanting line. This is a slanting line, right? What do you mean by intersecting line? So it should intersect like this. This is a intersecting line. What do you mean by parallel lines? It should not touch. Both the lines should not touch. Two lines never touch means it's a parallel. What do you mean by perpendicular line? So it should be like this. Okay, one line touches the another line by means of 90 degree, right? Right. So here so many lines are given. You are going to identify which are all the horizontal lines, right? First, what do you mean by horizontal? We trace out the horizontal line. So here you see what are all the horizontal line. See G and H. G and H. So GH is a horizontal line. Again, IJ is a horizontal line. You can't say KL because it is slight deviated from the straight line. Therefore, it is not a horizontal line. So KL is not a horizontal line. It's not a horizontal line, right? So what are the horizontal line then? GH and IJ are the horizontal line. Next, we will go for vertical line. So what are all the vertical line here? AB and EF. So these two are vertical line. What happened to CD? CD is slight slanting. Therefore it is not a vertical line. So these two are only the vertical lines. Okay, wow. Vertical line is AB and EF, not CD. CD is not a vertical line. It is slight slanting, right? Next, what is slanting line? You see, CD is a slanting line and KL is a slanting line, right? So these two are slanting lines. Slanting line means it should like this or like this, slight slanting, right? Slight slanting. So A. So in letter A, these two lines are slanting lines, right? Right, very good. Next, we'll go for intersecting line. Here, what are all the intersecting line? You see, so IJ is intersecting with the what? CD. IJ is intersecting with the CD. So these pair is intersecting. Another pair is, so another pair. What are the another pair? CD intersecting KL. You see, KL is intersected by CD. So CD intersect both IJ and KL. Both IJ and KL, CD is intersecting. Okay, wow. Therefore, intersecting means like this it should be, right? There are two pairs of intersecting lines, right? Next, perpendicular line. Perpendicular line, it should be 90 degree between them. So, AB and GH. See, GH. So, these two are perpendicular line. These two are perpendicular line. Again, EF. EF and IJ. So these two are perpendicular line, right? These two are perpendicular line. Right. Next, parallel lines. So which are the parallel lines? They should never meet. Parallel lines mean that they should never meet. So which are all the lines? They never meet. AB and EF, both in the same direction. So these two lines never meet. This one pair of parallel lines, and another is GH and IJ. You see, GH and IJ. So these will never meet, right? So these two lines never meet. They were in the same direction, right? So these two pair is also parallel lines, right? So these are all the answers for 1, 2 and 3, right? The third answer is horizontal line, vertical line, slanting line, intersecting line, perpendicular line and parallel lines, right? Next, fourth question, you see. What is in the fourth question? So look at the line segment aligned with the edge of the centimeter scale. Write the length of each line segment. Write the length of each line segment. Okay. So first you see, so 0 is the initial position, right? 0 is the initial. So all these are initial position, right? All these are initial position. Now you are going to measure this by means of scale. So what the PQ represent? So how to measure PQ? You draw the line like this. What it represent? 2. Therefore PQ is of 2 centimeter. PQ is of 2 centimeter. Next, you see this one, B. B is in the AB is 5 centimeter. Next you see N. So MN is in 6 centimeter. Next V. So UV is in 9 centimeter. Next Y. What is Y? Y is 4 centimeter. Right? Y is 4 centimeter. This is how you measure the line. Next, you are going to draw the following line segment of given length. How to draw AB is equal to 5 centimeter? So draw, first you put a point here and put your scale there. So here you point it as A. Then you drag this line up to 5 centimeter in scale. Up to 5 centimeter in scale, and mark that 5 centimeter by means of B. Right? This is 5 centimeter. Like this we have to draw in a paper. First you put the point as A and draw the line along the scale of 5 centimeter. So after you reach the 5 centimeter, put a dot there and write it as B. So this is how we mark AB equal to 5 centimeter in a paper by using a scale. So you take it as this 3 sums as a homework and draw in a homework note, right? So that's all. This is the fourth question answers. We check the answers. Thank you, dear, for watching my video. Thank you for me. Put likes for me. Thank you, dear. Thank you.